Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, November 14th, 2024. Let's find out what's going on the economic calendar today. House price balance index from the UK increased from 11% to 16% overnight, and the other important data came from the Australia. During the Asian session, the release of the employment change, full employment change and unemployment rate data from the Australia has been done. The unemployment rate is at the same level of 4.1%. Full employment rate decreased from 48,000 to 9.7,000, and employment change decreased from 61,000 to 15.9,000, way lower than the forecast of 25,000 jobs. Today it looks like we are going to have some data from the Eurozone in form of the CPI and GDP of the various countries. At 9:30 ECB the Guidos will give a speech, and at 11 o'clock we got the GDP of the Eurozone together with the industrial production. At the same time, IEA monthly report from the US is scheduled for release, and at 1:30 ECB will publish the account of the monetary policy meeting minutes. Monthly GDP tracker from the UK is scheduled for release at 2 o'clock. Then we have the MPC member Mann to give a speech from the UK, and the core most important data releases are scheduled at 2:30 from the US. Core PPI, initial jobless claims, and crude initial jobless claims, all of this are scheduled for release at 2:30, and at 5 o'clock crude oil inventories are scheduled for release together with the Cushing crude oil inventories. Then we got some speeches from the Governor Bailey, ECB Schnabel, and so on. At the end of the day, the most important speeches are scheduled for release. ECB President Christine Lagarde will give a speech at the 8 o'clock, and 1 hour later Fed Chair Jerome Powell will give a speech as well. At the end of that US session, we got the business PMI from the New Zealand, and then Fed's balance sheet, both of them scheduled for release at 10:30. So plenty of the data releases, especially during the US session. Nevertheless, we are going to start with our analysis of the major pairs. As usual, we are going to take a look at the euro-dollar first. So the euro-dollar on 4-hour chart hits the projected target at the level of 1.0570. So the wave C might be considered as a done deal. Right now we are trading even below this level because the local low was made at 1.05435, so it's 35 pips lower than the projected level. So now the wave C low is here, but it doesn't actually look like this market wants to stop here. The next projected target for the wave C is 130 pips lower at 1.0413. So it's still possible that the market will get there. Anyway, this is the projected level. If we switch to daily and try to find some technical supports, there isn't any, because the level of 1.0598 or 1.06 basically was the major technical support for the 2024. Now we broke below this level, and now the market keeps moving way lower. The next target for the market is the low of the 2023, located at, let me just copy this line and I will just move it for you, located at 1.0449. So this is the next technical support, very important technical support for the euro dollar bears. That's why it will act as the major technical support in 2 years, basically. Yeah, this is 2023, so in almost 2 years. So please keep an eye on this level. There is nothing short of the projections here for the major move on the euro dollar. There is no indication that this movement is about to terminate or reverse quite opposite. The pressure from the supply is quite strong, and is still getting even bigger, despite the fact that the market is trading in the extremely oversold conditions. This might look like the new trend for the euro dollar. The same situation might be observed on the British pound, however, not on that kind of a scale. We almost hit the technical support at 1.2670. Extremely oversold conditions on a daily time frame chart. If we switch on a on a 4-hour chart, if we switch to the daily, we can clearly see that this is one of the major technical support. The next one is 1.2614. So on the daily time frame chart, we almost hit the extremely oversold conditions. So we might see the level of 1.2614 to be hit quite soon. And then, of course, the market might reverse and bounce due to the fact that it hit the extremely oversold conditions. So that's the British pound. On the other hand, let's take a look at the crude oil, because we got the crude oil inventories for today. On a daily time frame chart, we can see that we moved out from the channel. And then we got this pin bar here. This pin bar is telling us that possibly the situation with the bulls and bears are quite unsettling, because the market participant doesn't actually know what to do. Now we got the long upper shadow, we got long lower shadow. So right now indecision is on the crude oil daily time frame chart. Nevertheless, in the background, we have this movement to the downside. So definitely the level of 66.72 or even 66.34 is still up for a test. If one of this level is clearly violated, it looks like the next target is 65.27, the low of the September 2024. So the bearish pressure, as you can see, is still present on the crude oil prices, and it looks like we are going to have another lower low in the meantime. Now, last but not least, let's take a look at the Bitcoin. Of course, on a daily time frame chart, we can see that another all-time high was done on the Bitcoin. And the situation is quite interesting here, because of course the market conditions are extremely overbought, and the high was made at 93,483. Long upper shadow might be suggesting that there is a bearish pressure, or maybe some of the market participants are actually closing the long trades above the $90,000, which is why we got this big upper shadow. But the candle is still green today. The market, the bulls are still trying to move even higher on a daily time frame chart. But on a 4-hour chart, you can see clearly that we have the bearish engulfing pattern. Nevertheless, market still trades above the 50 periods moving average. This level here, 90,000, will act somehow as some sort of the technical resistance. We will just mark the other swing high and all-time high, 93,483. And what we can see here is that the market is actually off the extremely overbought levels, 63 points only right now. So it looks like the market might be ready to resume the uptrend again, because we went down from the level of 88, almost 89 to 63 points on the RSI on the 4-hour chart. So market is ready on the shorter time frame to do another swing high. Nevertheless, please notice that this might be the last one, or one of the last one on the on the higher time frame chart, like daily and weekly. So this kind of price patterns, like bullish engulfing, pin bars, as you can see here, are quite common. Might be quite common during the next few days, because this rally looks like it's already really overstretch. The top confirmation comes with the breakout below 85,169. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.